Hello, my name is Krigacha, and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. Welcome back to part 2 of 2.5 beta videos. In the first part, we took a look at Yishun Guang, the new physical Void Hunter. Very strong, very good. Really enjoy her. Definitely would pull for her if you haven't watched that video. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. But today we're going to be looking at Zhao. Zhao is our brand new free S-rank Ice Defender with a bunch of buffing capabilities. She slots into almost any team and provides different buffs based on who she's buffing. It's very good. She's very fun. Very good design. You would not expect something of this nature, of this design, coming from a Hoyoverse game. It's very out there, and I really appreciate them. Even though she's free, I really appreciate them making her an S rank. I think that's super cool. I think we need more agents like her in the game. It really helps with Zenless diversity, and I think that's one of the biggest draw points of Zenless is their diversity when it comes to units. Just because she's a support who skips around doesn't mean she can't do a little damage. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna make this small creature hit damage. That's what we're gonna do. So I've been working on this for a bit. I actually have not even fully used her as a support for most of the time I've been using her. The only time I've used her on a support for a team has been with Yishun Guang. Other than that, I have only been playing her as a DPS. She's been really fun. She's not the strongest in the world, but the good thing is everybody in 2.5 is gonna receive this unit for free. So if you do want to run her as a DPS, she's there. Yeah, just keep in mind that all footage was recorded on the Creator Experience server and is subject to change, so if anything looks different on launch, just know all this footage was subject to change, and I gave you a warning. For builds, I have tested a couple of builds and a couple of different things, and this is what I've kind of found out. So her HP gets converted into attack, but at a lower rate. So if you're building her a DPS, just forget about HP and just run attack. There's really no reason to run HP. If you can get HP substats, that's nice because she converts her HP to crit rate. So the more HP you have, every 1,000 is like a certain percentile. So the more you have is the better. But you want to stack attack and HP. There's just think of HP rolls as like mini crit rolls almost, but you should be going for attack. Her damage is still based on her attack, not her HP. Other than that, it's, funnily enough, M0W0, which is very convenient with a free-to-play engine. I'm sure if you gave her a like a limited attacker's W engine, she'd do a lot more damage because it has a higher base attack and you can get more crit rate or more crit damage. The secondary stat, like the advanced stat, not the advanced stat, like the effect is going to be worthless. It's not going to activate because she's a defense unit. So it's more of a stick, a crit stick pretty much. So we have been running her M0W0. She does have some very good mindscapes. Her M1 is very good for supporting. Not really useful for a DPS because whenever she swaps off field, it's like 15 res shred, which is really good, very good, like 5-star level, like very good mindscape to pull for. But it's not useful for her DPS unless you're quick swapping her a lot. On this team you are, but I wanted to keep this as low cost as possible, so she's going to be M0W0. She's going to be free, so it's up to people's interpretation on whether they want to count her as a cost on your team or if she's no cost. I know a lot of people didn't count Haramasa as a cost because he was given for free for a long time, but I'm in the camp that she's still a limited unit. You're just getting her for free. She should still count towards the team's cost. Other than that, I'm just running standard 4-piece, 2-piece crit rate, crit damage with Nekomata's Wenjin. 4-5-6 is just crit, ice damage, attack. So I've seen a couple of other people thinking about HP for Disc 6, even with a DPS build. And I did test it, and I didn't notice that much of a difference. I think if you can get HP substats, you're fine. It just depends on which, like if you have more attack substats, maybe an HP Disc 6, and if you have more HP substats in Attack Disc 6. I have tried to not make this that sweaty. I do have a couple 4 effective substat rolls, but I don't have anything too crazy. I think I have like 3 4s. Other than that, like they kind of all just rolled into crit, so it's kind of a mediocre build, I'm not gonna lie. With her, I think it is her, yeah, there it is, 1.4 crit rate per 1,000 HP. So, at 10k, that's 14. At 11k, that's, oh no, math. Oh my, worst nightmare. That's crit rate. Yep. Yeah. I think it's like 16 or 17 or 18. 6, 7, or 8. Something like that. But she gets a lot. I think she's almost at 100 with her buff. So 100, 174 with 2.4k. Attack's a little low, HP's a little low, but she's a weird split scaler. She's not really meant to be doing a lot of damage. She also gives everyone a ton of buffs based off her HP. I had to go skip for a second to clear my mind. Yeah, whenever she activates her Ether Veil, which she does quite frequently, she gives everyone 1,000 attack. So her attack being a little lower is not that bad. There is if her HP exceeds 1500, every 400 additional increases damage by 1%, up to 2700. 2700 is important for her support build, but that's a lot of HP you'd have to be going for, and your crit rolls would have to be way lower to get all that bonus HP. You'd probably have to run her on her signature Winjin, and we're just trying to do a low-cost, easy investment DPS build. Okay, for this boss, everything's kind of Yishan Guang. But like Yishan Gong build, but we'll go ahead and just pick ultimate damage increased. Agent's attack increased by 15. After they're stunned, they get more stun multiplier. That's a spoiler for who we're putting on the team with her. It's Dylan. We're putting Dylan with her. So it'd be Dylan, Rabbit, Zhao, and then for a third teammate, we are going to be putting Orpheus. Orpheus is very good. She supports and makes a very nice wheelchair with Lighter and Dylan for Zhao. She supports damage. She gives attack. She's just very all-around good sub DPS. Zhao's not the strongest character ever, so Orpheus really helps. Orpheus Lighter is a very good wheelchair, but I found Dylan is a little more fun. You get a little more ultimate and just a little more time with Zhao in general. So that's the team we're going to be running. For our Dylan, it's just going to be 4-piece, 2-piece with signature, and then for our Orpheus is going to be 4-piece, 2-piece with signature. The build is decent, but not amazing, because I didn't want to make it too good. Originally, like when I hopped on, the build was like 3380, and I tried it with that, and I was almost clearing with it, but I was like, no, I think my Orpheus needs to do a little damage. Like, it's definitely, like, a prerequisite, like, it's not like the craziest like Zhao clear, like Zhao's doing all the damage. With the cumulative numbers that they added in 2.5, you'll see like Orpheus and Zhao are pretty close. But if you want to on-field your Zhao a little more and do damage and feel like you're, you know, having fun with her, the most important thing in games like this, it works. It works, and she definitely helps support Zhao to be able to, you know, have fun on her, and that's good. We will go ahead and rearrange this just because we want Orpheus's EX special to chain into Zhao, not the other way around. They'll both chain, but she'll chain into Dylan, unfortunately. If there was an Astra here, it would probably be better, but we want to stun her just to do a little more damage. For Bangboos, we will, of course, just be picking the Krampus Bangboo, because we have 2 Krampus members. That'll give us a little extra damage and a little extra days build up, which is nice. We are fighting marionettes because they are ice weak, and I like fighting marionettes. Alright, so Zhao is meant to be an off-fielder. She builds her bar at the top left by her teammates attacking when they're on field. But for Zhao DPS, obviously we want her to be on field, we want her to be doing damage, so we're really just going to be spamming left click and hoping that everything works, pretty much. A little bit of damage with Orpheus. Hold our E so we can go in. We're going to spend our bar, and we're just going to start spam clicking stuff. Blocking, defensive assisting, the whole kit and caboodle, just because we want to kill the boss. Even though that will definitely not happen with Zhao, but we can dream, can't we? And basically, we're just trying to stun this boss before it can do anything, like go and start throwing its marionettes at us and become invincible. She does do pretty respectable damage, and she's easy to swap out mid animation, which is really nice. And then we can go do some damage, do some belly flops, tap her ult, and just get a little more damage at the end. The stun window will run out, but it's okay. There's just too much to do at the same time. And we'll get a little bit of stun because this boss is going to do its enhanced state. Yep. And we'll try to kill some marionettes and just frankly be terrible at it. But it's fine. She flies everywhere. She's so fast. It's so funny to look at. She literally just goes everywhere. We need to try to kill a little bit more of these marionettes just for the extra score, to be frank. I don't know why we're named Frank, but it's okay. Okay, get one chain out. Do a nice cool 1/2 mil. And then we'll go in, we'll use our free ultimate with her, just to get a little bit more damage. And then we're actually going to Orpheus ult, and that's going to give us a quick swap back in. And we'll start smacking the boss, and that's pretty much all we're going to do, over and over. Use our point to get a little bit of phase. Kill some bosses. On this stage, we can go ahead and swap off of Zhao while this is happening. We'll lose a little bit of decibels, but it's able to help us get her like little state back and refresh her buffs, which is really good as well. After that, we're just gonna keep smacking the boss and fly around everywhere. Her run animation's so funny. I saw it for like a split second there. It's so stupid. Yeah, this is it's a tough fight. It's not the easiest in the world, just because like you're using a non-DPS as a DPS, so it's a little tricky to get that 20k with this, but it's okay. It's okay if you have enough what's it called, enough resolution. You can do it. You can definitely do it if you learn like her animation cancels and everything like that. It's definitely possible. And if you're a little more on-fieldy with Orpheus too, that's there. But I really just want to try using Zhao for the most part of this. I can't even dodge one marionette. This is so unfortunate. This is embarrassing. Yeah, there's no way this gives me 2.5k score. But sometimes it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you got to show that it didn't work the way you wanted it to, and you couldn't 20k with it. That's called being realistic. But we will keep running it until it works. I have, I think, 22k'd with this before. But I wanted to try to naturally just talk during it and get that score increase. Sometimes it's about showing that it's not the easiest thing in the world to run as a casual player. But that's okay. We will get our rotations a little better, and maybe she has a charge attack where she holds her blade forward. And it's actually very swappable, like off-field swappable. So maybe mixing in a couple of those and really help, and killing, especially killing these marionettes is very important to our success. And just getting a fast stun. Maybe even doing a couple of chains on Orpheus just to get a little more damage. The double stun with Zhao is funny, but it's not the most damaging thing of all time. There we go. Now we can do our normal attack spam on these marionettes. And let's try to actually dodge this time and maybe kill these things. Get a shit ton of stun right now, because I'm going to be able to get a couple of these enhanced. One chain on. Oh, that was the wrong ult, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, don't panic. Don't panic. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think we might be able to 20k this time around. Hopefully. I definitely was noticing her doing a lot more damage a couple of days ago, so I think some stuff might have changed on the creator experience server. Hopefully not, because I was having a lot of fun with her, even if it was semi-hard to clear with. It was really fun. So hopefully that was not the case. Sometimes it's really hard to swap onto her because she just does some stuff off field and you can't swap onto her while she's doing that. So like DPS Zhao is a little quirky, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Doesn't do the most damage in the world, but we also were able to get a freeze there. That means we get a little more extra crit damage with that anomaly proc, which is nice. Proc our ult there, so we can get a little bit of extra damage, and then we'll go into Zhao and we'll just start belly flopping. Pop, pop. And an ult at the end, just for a little bit more damage. It's not going to be in stun window, but it's okay. I didn't want to stack too much. Wasted decibel. Pop our ult for more, and we'll get another token so we can do another enhanced attack. And we'll do EX, another EX, another EX, normal attack, EX. And that's already going to get us back in that stun window. Dylan is so good. If anything, this is just kind of like a Dylan video. Dylan's going to be such a centerpiece in a lot of teams. There's just no getting around that. EX, and then we'll normal attack, go into Zhao and just do some normal attacks again. She's very burst DPS orientated. Like she needs a lot of time to get her energy up, get her everything up, her bar. There's a lot of stuff that goes into Zhao. She's very open to interpretation when it comes to running her as a DPS. You can on-field her heavy with a lot of animation cancels. She's like Ellen, where if you hold like her charge attack or you do one of her normal attack strings, she'll continue to do it even when you swap off. It's just the nature of her off-fieldiness for Yishan Guang and units like that, to where they want her to be able to do stuff while your other agent is doing something. So we're able to squeak by a clear with terrible performance points. So if we were able to max that out, that would have been like a 23k. Not bad at all. But I'm really bad at killing marionettes, so that's kind of on me. But she's fun. She's fun. And if you're very casual and you just want a free-to-play DPS just to mess around with, maybe not the best in the world, she's definitely there. She's definitely not bad. But she gives me a little bit of low investment DPS Jufufu vibes, where if you're not really invested in making her a good DPS, it's not really gonna work as a casual player. I'm sure some skilled leaderboard hoppers are going to be able to get very high clear with her, like very high clears, not clear, clears with her. But I am not that guy. I am not him. I am a tiny little Tanuki. That is all I am. But that was so cringe. But I think she's a really fun character, and I'm really happy they made her. I love her animations. I love the way she skips around town. Her Looney Tunes ass sprint in combat is so funny. It reminds me of Varessa from Genshin. But I think it's really nice Hoyoverse decided to give her out for free. And if you really like her, definitely pull for some Mindscapes. Her W engine, if you really like her as a support. Her W engine's not super necessary for DPS. It might be an increase if you can get her substats right. But all in all, I think she's a very fun character, and I think Hoyoverse is awesome for giving her for free. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really do. I hope you have a great day, a great holiday season, a great night, whatever you want. I hope it is great. Good luck on 2.5 polls. If you could like, comment, subscribe, I would appreciate that. Anything you do for other YouTubers, do to me, minus the dislike button. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.